What's going on, everybody? Josh Engleman here for Stokastic.com, back again with the NBA DFS contenders on FanDuel for Tuesday, February 7th. Now be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter, @Josh Engleman. Only place you're going to get updates to my sims as we get closer to lock. And it's where I want you guys to hit me up with any questions. Find the thread with this video in it, and then get in the replies. Let me know what you like, what you dislike. If you have any questions for today's slate, that's where I want you guys to hit me up. Finally, we got to talk a little bit about BetMGM, sponsor of this video. If you click the link in the description, head on over to BetMGM and make a deposit. You'll get 1 free month of Stokastic Plus Platinum, and this is the biggie, up to $1,000 in first bet insurance. Now, we're going to round out the bottom of my top 10. Kyle Anderson, Herb Jones, Julius Randle, Brandon Ingram, and Quentin Grimes on the outside looking in. Who will be my favorites? My top 5 plays for today? It's time to find out. First up at number 5, I'm taking a look at XAVIER TILLMAN. He's power forward center eligible, 5,300, projected for 28, goals 32. He's in the optimal lineup 25% of the time. Tillman looks to just be the starter with Steven Adams out. He's playing about 28 minutes a game. He's around a fantasy point per minute guy. It's a nice matchup against the Chicago Bulls. What's not to like here? 10 points, 8 boards, so pretty close to a double-double. 2 assists, 2 stocks. The price tag is starting to creep up to a point where it's not as fun to get to Tillman, but the fact that you can put him at power forward and center really opens up your flexibility. At number 4, I'm taking a look at FRANZ WAGNER, shooting guard, small forward, eligible, 6K, projected for 31. The goal is 36. He's in the optimal lineup 25% of the time. We're talking 33 minutes here for FRANZ WAGNER. Both he and Paolo have been playing a little bit more as of late, so I feel pretty comfortable here. It's also a competitive matchup. They're 1.5-point dogs at home against the Knicks, which means I think that FRANZ WAGNER can play a little bit more than this 33 minutes. Now, he's a .95 fantasy point per minute guy. It's for the most part scoring, 19.5 points, 4.5 boards, 3 assists, and a stock. It's not a great pace matchup, and I don't think a lot of people are going to get here, but I think FRANZ WAGNER is very sneaky for today. Switching to the other team in this matchup, we're going number 3, JALEN Brunson, point guard, shooting guard eligible, 7,900, projected for 42. The goal is 45. He's in the optimal lineup 26% of the time. We kind of know what we're doing here with Brunson at this point. They've had a very steady starting rotation, whether it's Mitchell Robinson or Jericho Sims. It's the same 4 guys now in Brunson, Barrett, potentially. We'll talk about RJ Barrett in a second. Brunson, Grimes, Barrett, and Randle. 38 minutes a game for Brunson. He's a 1.1 fantasy point per minute guy in this spot, and you expect him to get all of those minutes because it's supposed to be a competitive matchup. 26 real points on 28% usage, 6.5 assists, and 4 boards plus a steal. The price tag looks good, but this is a 6-game slate, and there's times where I just want to bet on playing time, and JALEN Brunson is likely to play, I don't know, one of the top 3 in minutes for today without any sort of real risk. No one's taking his playing time away, and at 38 minutes, I think he looks great. All right, now we got to do it. We got to talk RJ Barrett. He's shooting guard, small forward eligible, 6,600, projected for 34. The goal's 39. He's in the optimal lineup 27% of the time. So the positional flexibility is huge. Crossing over that guard forward range really opens him up. Now, sometimes he just goes out there and plays 28 minutes and you get a ton of Emmanuel quickly. Other times he comes out here and plays like 38 to 40 and you wonder why you didn't have him. Today feels like a day where even with the Q tag that he has, because he was sick over the weekend, I think he looks great and I love the flexibility. 27% usage in 37 minutes gives you about 23 real points, 6 boards, 3 assists, and a stock. And again, you expect it to be competitive. I think you're getting 37 to 40 minutes from Barrett today. If you don't, you probably want to give Emmanuel quickly a bit of a boost in lineups that don't have RJ Barrett. Now, before we get to that number 1 contender, one last reminder to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter, @Josh Engleman. That is the only place that you're going to get updates to my sim results as we get closer to lock. And it's where I want you to hit me up with any questions you may have. Just find the link with this video and get in the replies. Finally, BetMGM. 1 free month of Stokastic Plus Platinum and up to $1,000 in first bet insurance, so long as you click the link in the description. I don't expect it to hold, but my number 1 contender is John Collins. Power forward center eligibility, 5,600, projected for 30. The goal's 34. He's in the optimal lineup 27% of the time. If you like Tillman, you kind of have to like Collins because Collins is just Tillman with extra minutes. They're basically the same price at this point. They have the same eligibility. They're basically the same per minute guys, although you feel like John Collins has a higher ceiling, but he's playing like 32 minutes a game instead of 28. And that's just a testament of where the value is on the slate so far. As value increases, Collins will fall. He'll be a great play in the mid-tier no matter what, but 17% usage, 13.5 points, 8.5 boards, an assist and a half and 2 stocks, pace neutral spot against the Pels, but you expect it to be competitive, just a 2-point line. So you see at least a little bit of upside for John Collins, but ultimately, this mid-5s price tag, power forward center eligibility, it's just fantastic flexibility. And it's just a sign of how the slate looks. We don't have any crazy paydown options right now, which means John Collins is my #1 contender. Alrighty, folks, that will do it. Those are my NBA DFS contenders on FanDuel for Tuesday, February 7th. DraftKings version is around here somewhere, so check it out. Good luck tonight, everybody. Win some money. We're back again tomorrow morning for another edition of the Contenders.